Okay, so the next tool that we're going to talk about is the piece of black scratch off paper that I gave you. For my younger crew, when I delivered your first set of bags, I had two small pieces of scratch art paper in your bag, and they were horrible, and I apologize for that. I had grabbed them out of my therapy room when we were able to get in the building and had not did a test run on them, and they just did not scratch. So I ordered some new paper and gave everybody a new piece. So hopefully this is much easier to do this time. And you can still use that penny, and I'm going to show you some other tools that we can use. So I'm going to flip this camera if I can. Okay, so here's my paper, and I am using a chopstick that I had left over from when we ordered Chinese. I have a fork available that I can use, and I also have a penny available that I can use. So when we're doing, and when I talk with kids about how we use our hands, there's times when we want to just use the little muscles in our hands. So you'll notice that my thumb is flexing and extending. That's the motion that we use when we write. And it's very important that we strengthen those. So the penny lets us move in very tiny, tiny motions and really enforces the movement of that thumb. That is a really tough task for kids. It also promotes a nice fine pinch, and we have this nice open web space. That circular spot is what we would want to be called as a web space. They can certainly use this to draw longer lines and do some pull downs and slides. But we really want kids to be able to move their fingers to create lines in all directions. I see lots of kids who only go up and down because in order to go side to side, we have to use our wrist a little bit differently in order to slide it side to side. Circular motions require a little bit more of that flex and extend in the thumb. So this is a great tool for promoting pinch while still creating some lines. If they want to use something longer like this, or even something for shish kebabs, you're going to hold it just like a pencil. So it's pinch, pinch, rest. These two fingers, our ring finger and our pinky, we get them out of the way. We don't want them in our way when we're writing. I see lots of kids that might be like this on a pencil. I see kids that tuck this thumb. And as a result, all of our control comes from a different point on our hand. So we really want to get it out so that we're getting this nice push and pull. So this would just let us color a little bit bigger. We have a little bit more range when we're using this tool. And again, if I want to go side to side, I do adjust my wrist position. Strong wrists are really important for writing. And I always tell kids, sometimes when we're coloring, we want to be able to do really big strokes. Sometimes we have to do really tiny ones. So we have to make sure all of those muscles work. If they wanted to use something like a fork, they could still hold it like a pencil and push down and get multiple lines at the same time. So this is just really intended for them to create a piece of art. They can write anything they want on there. They can make all different kinds of lines. They could draw a picture. It's just a fun tool, way for them to be creative and to practice all of those motions with our hands that we really need to make sure are good and strong for writing and computer use. So same muscles are used for keyboarding, so it is important that we're pretty good at it.